welcome to another episode of Gist Time of VOS Tv. Hey, people of God. You know when I love this laugh, you know something has happened in this country. Anyways, I'm still your girl, Bena Hionofe, and with me is...
Mary Ine. What's up?
I forgot to add the one and only...
I'm still one and only.
Exactly, Mary Ine. You see the way I just gave you the one and only. You know I'm always saying like the one and only Benai. Almost only me and Jesus that have this good heart in this world. But that is by the way. Speaking of good heart, it's like in Nigeria, no week we ever pass by without one buzz happening in this country.
This country drives on cruise.
Big cruise, big cruise, and I don't know the ship we will call it Nigeria or more. Anyways, guys, if you know what happened, let me tell you what happened. First of all, why have you not subscribed to the YouTube channel? For those that are subscribed, a big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're here to do so, please do so.
What are you waiting for?
Exactly, I will fight him. Anyways, Festus Keyamo, APC, all of them, they are at it again because I'm like, is it that you guys don't get tired? Because we get more controversial stunts from the APC more than other frontliner political parties. Exactly.
And at this point, it's becoming a very big cause for concern.
It's a big cause for concern because the director for Tinubu Shetima Campaign Council, also the Minister for State and Labour, Mr. Festus Keyamo, SCN, obviously, he came out to say, yesterday, 2 days ago, he said, okay, this is what is going to happen. The third town hall presidential campaign meeting is
Arise TV.
Exactly set to happen on Sunday. I don't know when they did the second, but let's just be looking at them. Set to happen on Sunday, December 4th. So this presidential town hall meeting, the third edition, is meant to take place on the 4th of December, which is this Sunday. They had one before. So, you know, Tinubu was not around, and then Atiku was not around. He sent his vice. I know other presidential candidates are like, no, the next town hall meeting, the next debate,
we're not going to show up if everybody does not show up.
Don't send any spokesperson, don't send a representative. It's not a representative that wants to govern Nigeria if you end up becoming the president of Nigeria. So that was like the mutual agreement, and they actually told Arise TV that Omo, if you guys don't dot your I's and cross your T's as per this condition that you guys won't set up, we're not going to come. And then Festus Keyamo, who is representing Tinubu, because I'm not sure you being a spokesperson for somebody, you cannot say something without
the person's authorization.
Exactly. What did he say? He said, I'm going to just paraphrase this, because I cannot lie. You guys know me. He said that Tinubu is not going to come out for that debate. Why? What did he say? He said, Obi... He said he's not going to debate, not going to have a debate with Peter Obi, that he's not going to do that. In fact, they even felt that Peter Obi was too small for Tinubu. You know why I said that? Yes, they said Peter Obi is too small for Tinubu because in their words, Peter Obi cannot stand shoulder to shoulder with Tinubu. Guess the criteria. Festus Keyamo, who is representing Tinubu, do you know what they said? Say first, they're not coming for that stuff because it's more like that debate is too small for Tinubu, and that before Tinubu we even consider having a debate with Obi, that Obi should go and bring out his credentials, that he does not even have a manifesto. So what are they going to even debate with? Are they going to debate with what the content in his brain? And that Peter Obi should go and bring the persons that he has mentored. He has
mentored as a political leader.
Exactly. More like, oh, me that is Tinubu, I'm a godfather, or I have so many godsons and what have you. Who do you have? You get. And they also say that Peter Obi should bring out his accolades and everything. No, not accolades, rather.
They were like, he should, what he contributed to the nation coming out from military rule into democracy. That he should state how he contributed and how his contributions surpassed that of Tinubu.
And to even reduce that, Peter Obi should stay what he did in Anambra State.
and how it is bigger than what Tinubu
did in Lagos State. And if Peter Obi peradventure, which they are not sure of, can bring out all those things,
many things
that APC, Tinubu will send a spokesperson to have that debate with Peter Obi. For me, that's a huge audacity.
It feels like it's not like it feels like it's very insulting.
And yes, a big insult to Peter Obi and other presidential candidates, Arise TV and Nigerians, because Arise TV stated that is in the constitution, obviously. And
that was the reason why Festus Keyamo even answered them that Tinubu was going to consider sending a spokesperson, because they were like, you cannot back out. Because Tinubu earlier said he's not going to come.
Yeah.
So they were like, you cannot back out. Because it is provided in the constitution that a presidential candidate has to respond to the media whenever they call. So it is stated there in the constitution that and what is in the constitution is a presidential candidate, not a spokesperson.
Do you know what is annoying? You know the conference that the Nigerian Bar Association had, and another conference that Showore got angry. I was like, I beg, don't put Shetima to sit in front. That if your principal is not around, leave. There have been several meetings that conferences Tinubu failed.
Conspicuously absent.
Like, no apology. We don't need apologies, because if you are a presidential candidate, you ought to know. It's not rocket science. I think I go to where this period is.
You ought to be available.
Available. Don't send any other person, because you are occupying the most converted seats in the country, the number one seat
in the country, number one seat in the country.
And I feel like when Tinubu gave in a video several weeks back where he insinuated that Nigerians should shut up, and then you coming back to say this thing, it's more like you don't have regard for the common man, because it's not about you just exerting your intellectual capacity to other political presidential candidates. It's you also telling Nigerians in that debate that I am mentally stable to have a conversation, to indulge you into what I am going to do if I'm your president. Do you understand?
I'm mentally stable enough to answer questions intelligently.
Yeah.
Make you understand. It's not just by, I feel like it's not just by, they are claiming Peter Obi does not have a manifesto. But it's not just about having a manifesto. It's, can you defend?
I feel like we should evolve. I'm not supporting anybody, but we should evolve from a written manifesto into a demonstrated manifesto. Let me give you a context. Peter Obi, you always see him in the media. He's always giving lectures. He's always attending conferences. Whatever the theme, it could be poverty, it could be economic related topics, media. He's always telling you what he will do when he's president. If he becomes the president, he's always telling you this is how things should not work. He addressed all theft in Nigeria, and that he said you can't say the person stealing this are all are ghosts and what have you. They exist within us, and they are there in the political space. If you want to pinpoint these persons, it is easier to actually do those things. You get? Yeah. He's always I'm not using Peter Obi as a reference point. I'm just using it as a reference, but I'm not saying I am supporting. I'm saying that he is out there addressing Nigerians. What is manifesto?
Other people are also out there addressing. I feel like, why can you not come out?
You also see Kwankwaso also talking.
Kwankwaso, that man is also very intelligent.
Yeah.
You see him coming out at forums like this, talking, expressing his opinion. Sometimes they don't even say things like, when I become president. They analyze issues affecting the countries and give their own solutions.
Yeah.
And from that, we can infer that, okay, this is what this person can do differently. And this is what this person is capable of doing. But whenever you even come on, it's blunders, and you are sitting down there.
I don't mean to shade Tinubu, but you see, he needs to clarify the blunders he has been making
this election
recently.
Going in, we need to shine our eyes very well and clarify a lot of stuff.
And I feel that it is so bold as a presidential candidate for you to think of another presidential candidate as a small small not in body stature, like the person does not do not actually amount to anything. For you to say that person cannot stand shoulder to shoulder to you, it's almost exerting this braggadocious attitude that I am bigger than other persons.
And again, sorry, the criteria he's asking of Peter Obi, these are not criteria they ask of presidential aspirants in other developed countries. You cannot call Joe Biden and ask him, well, how did you contribute to America coming out of the Civil War? I'm not even sure.
No. If it was the judiciary that was asking these questions, you'd be like, okay, although that is not even the questions you are meant to ask. It's not even a criteria. It's that it's like saying we're in the same class and you are telling me that you want to claim superiority because of what? Then you now tell me how many books have I read. I know you are 70 something, and then Peter Obi is just 60 or 61. Atiku is just 73 or 76 rather, if I'm very correct. I know it should not even be a factor. You guys are vying for the same position and you guys ought to go for a debate. It is very funny because if I can hear monkeys are stealing money, snakes are swallowing our funds, nothing is really so surprising in this country.
Nothing surprising.
I feel like
this country any longer.
Follow due process, follow the constitutional laid down routes, and just go for your debate. Exactly. Talk. We need to see you talk. We don't want you to just say, I am Jagaban, I am obedient, I am articulated, and then you just stay wherever you are. Because Peter Obi also said, through his spokesperson, he's not going to come for that debate if Tinubu or other presidential candidates do not turn up for the debate they are meant to turn up. Guys, we'll leave you with this. We're going on a short break, actually. When we come back, hey, we have another
gist. We have more.
Oh, you guys, don't go anywhere, stay with us.
Hello guys, welcome back to Gist Time. You know where you are at. You are the one and only premium place where you get all the hottest gospels happening in the country. All the hottest. Nigeria is a place where you can never lack content. You can never lack cruise at all.
I swear.
So newest one happening. Okay, it's not that new, but still it's a new development. So we all know about, I think at this point, we all know about Aisha Buhari and the young man that tweeted something about her sometime in June, about her weight, that she recently had soldiers kidnap, beat up, detain.
Wait, is our first lady you are talking about too? No, let me just give them just the sentence. People did not know the statement this person gave. Sent or tweeted about in June is that it happened, like when the person said something, she's going to tell you what the person said. Unknown to us, security personnel went after this particular person to come and like, what you said, we're going to hold you to it. Exactly. And then they took the person. Let's use the word took.
Okay,
they captured
exactly.
They took this person and then let her tell you because
his name is Aminu Adams. He's a 23-year-old student, a final year student from Bauchi State? Yes, Bauchi State. He's a 23-year-old final year student.
An adult.
And what he tweeted in June was, and I quote, he said it in Yoruba.
Hausa.
He said it in Hausa.
You are.
I'm not biased.
There's this new guy in her life is Yoruba. I'm sure that's why she's doing all this.
I'm not biased.
She's looking with lipstick today. It's alright. We'll continue.
Let me continue. So he tweeted it in Hausa language, but the translation is, he posted a picture of Aisha Buhari, our first lady, and was like, Mama has gotten fat from eating the people's money. And that was enough for them to track this guy down, find him, take him to a detention, because they didn't take him to the police station immediately. They took him to a detention center, beat him up properly before taking him to the police station. And now they want to sue the guy for defamation of character. They are taking him to court. Now, that would have been where the gbasgbos would end, but we are in Nigeria, so
that gbasgbos was not even going to end.
So, okay, so some people while we are all tweeting #free Aminu and all that, some people went to go and check his older tweets. And they found a tweet where he actually supported, I would say he supported the killing
he
of
supported
that,
actually.
Christian girl,
Deborah
Samuel. In the tweet, he posted a picture of a shirt, writing a shirt advocating against the murder of Deborah Samuel.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of the shirt, and then he wrote, he always writes his tweets in Hausa. Okay, so he tweeted it in Hausa, and then the translation is, anybody that wears this shirt in Bauchi State, we will deal with that person.
Boom. That was the bomb. Guys, it's like people were supporting this guy because a lot of persons were tweeting. Our first lady that was sempe.
Before
now she So
evidence of good living.
Exactly, a very huge evidence. So what's going on? He just said what he said. I know things like that. You don't just go about saying stuff like that. But if you want to reprimand him, you have to use due process.
I feel like there are due process to follow to reprimand somebody if indeed you feel like he defamed your character.
And they did not do that. They did not do that at all. So Nigerians were all talking, and then internet never forget. Like she said, somebody just sat at home after drinking akara and pal. Just said, let me follow
this guy and see all his tweets.
And then they found what he said, and then our first lady, now you.
And now everybody has turned, like the tide has completely
360 turn around.
Everybody's like, jail Aminu, keep him in jail. First lady, you did well. Give him, Kama is a bitch. Oh God.
Like, I know that they are not supporting the first lady now or supporting Aminu. It's more like what happened to Deborah Samuel. You can't even tell me in all ramification that was even justified.
It wasn't justified. And for anybody to support that
you burnt anyways. Right now, Nigerians are no longer supporting Aminu, saying that free Aminu. It's more like, you know what, just take a dose of your own medicine. Just chill, like stay there and stuff like that. Because in my own opinion, I know 2 wrongs do not make a right. But I feel like that saying our grandmothers and our parents used to tell us, what goes around
comes around.
I feel like it doesn't always happen. But this time, Kama just said, with my suitcase and everything, I am going to treat that guy.
Kama was the one that pushed whoever was the soul that went to go and dig out that old tweet.
That person's name is Karma, and it happened. So personally, people are just like, no, it serves him right. While some people like, no, they should still free the guy regardless of what he did.
What happened. Because due process wasn't, let's be honest, due process wasn't actually followed in detaining him. It's wrongful detention of a civilian. So I feel like due process wasn't followed.
Anyways, guys, if you think, because I feel when you are supporting when you supported the death of Deborah, was that due process? I don't understand. I feel like we know it's not directly linked to both incidents, but wrong is wrong. So I feel like, I don't know, let me not give you my opinion, because guys, what do you think? Do you think they should just free Aminu regardless of, yes, he said that thing to the first lady, then they took him without the parents' consent, beat him up, he could have died, they locked him and every single thing without the bail condition. So do you feel like they should release him? But now you got to know that he actually supported the death of Deborah Samuel. Do you now think they should still go ahead and release him? We are not saying the first lady will look at our comments and allow us to be the judge of the fate of Aminu. But we just get to talk about these things. Do you understand? Our media, our opinions are actually valid. So in our comment section, is there for you people. Bring your bed.
Let us know.
Stay there. Let us.
But now, what do you think?
Honestly, he's an adult. You get? He's an adult. What he said was not cool, but he was not the only one that said that thing of such magnitude. And yes, there isn't him as a scapegoat. I feel like, yes, you can punish him, reprimand him, but you should use due process. The beating, you should I use the word kidnap? You took him. It was wrong. He did not even have a lawyer at that point. Now a lawyer is representing him. But I feel like, I know it hurts you as a first lady and stuff like that, but it's also, you used to call yourself mother of the nation. So I feel like you should exert that.
Yes, treat him like a mother would a child that did something bad.
And just, I feel like, let's leave the Deborah stuff. We can't leave it aside, but let's just treat what is happening now and treat it as it is. That's my own opinion. But guys, I know you are vexed. So still tell us
what you think. Use the comment section. And do not forget to like. Always like now. What's going on? And hit that subscribe button, because we are here for you to keep cooking up nice things to give to you. Nice baskets.
Right now, our blood is hot. So I'm going to look for another thing to show you guys. So I'm seeing your girl Bena here, no?
And I'm Mary in it. Stay cool.